The Aska colonists have a lot of needs. When I see them running towards me, I always think, can I run away? Most of the time, they're letting you know they need a tool or they've run out of something. Hey Drax, we need some cabbage. The one need that is constant at the beginning of the game is safety. So, let's talk about defense. Hi, it's Drax. This is the part at the beginning of the video that everyone skips. For those of you that didn't jump forward, enjoy watching and listening. Might you consider supporting me further by visiting my Ko-fi or clicking on the join button on this video? Alright, that's it. Back to the video. Early on, your villagers will start to complain about feeling safe. When checking the settlement tab, you'll see a percentage of your structures are defenseless. My response is always, I have a huge club. I can protect you. Unfortunately, my personal guarantee of safety is not going to be enough. There are a couple of things I do to keep the early village safe. Remember, this is not the definitive guide on defense. This is just my observation from playing the early game. In my first playthrough, I built small fences that surrounded my village. Now, not only does this take a lot of resources and time, it does little to stop the enemies. The fences are weak and take too much time away from the important building, like farms. Honestly, I would like the fences to be a bit cheaper to build and maintain, especially given the number of them you need to build at the start. I think there's some game balance that needs to happen here. Just my opinion. When it comes to providing safety in Aska, watchtowers are my go-to build at the start of the game. I know, Aska, a tower defense game? No, it just has some really cool watchtowers. Now after I get a couple of villagers and shelters in place, I'll scope out an area and I'll build a watchtower centrally so that it covers a good portion of where I've built and where I think I'm gonna build. Okay, now once the tower is complete, you'll then need to assign a villager to stand watch. This will be their only task. At first, I was like, so they're just gonna stand up there all day and watch? Seems like a waste of a villager. But having them up there makes everyone else feel safe, so it's worth it. The watchtower villager will need a bow and some arrows. Don't worry if you forget, they'll remind you. As your settlement grows, you can add additional watchtowers to increase the coverage and keep your peeps happy. These watchtowers, just like many of the buildings in the game, can be upgraded. As soon as I can, I upgrade the roof. I feel like this is a good first upgrade. The roof keeps the villager dry and sharp so they can spot and attack those enemies. During the winter, it gets cold up in the tower. I found that placing a campfire directly below the tower will keep the watchmen warm all winter long. This is not necessary, and it's something I do instead of worrying about warm clothes at the start. Another priority in the early game is to make sure every villager has the ability to defend themselves and the village. I craft up some flimsy clubs and hand them out to the villagers. Now, when we get attacked, everybody can join in. In my first playthrough, I really struggled with the I don't feel safe messages. I've had early success with the watchtowers and, of course, arming my citizens. As the settlement grows and the resources aren't as tight, then I start my fence building. Well, did you just watch that video and say, Drax, you got it all wrong? Or maybe it helped you calm your villagers. Either way, I want to hear your thoughts on defense in Aska. Share your early defense tips with me in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.